a layout of a good Instagram profile is that you are showing different attraction triggers, right? Looks, genetics is a good part of it. Like if you are vertically challenged, if you are under 160, 1 meter 60, that means you have to portray your lifestyle in a like different light, right? Because of course you are vertically challenged. We will not tell you, okay, that's cool. That's a challenge, right? You will have some difficulty, right? But if you are an average guy, like 180 or something, right, you have to use different triggers. For example, you can always leverage on dressing well. You can always leverage on who you hang out with, a social lifestyle. You can always lean on that you go to trendy and cool places, high status places, and you don't look like a tourist with like 1,000 people in the background. You understand these things, right? You show competence that you are able to use social media properly. And when you do that, girls think, okay, this guy is intelligent, he's smart, and then he has friends, he's gonna be able to take care of me. And also if you put pre-selection, like other women having fun around you, okay, this guy, other women want him, they feel safe around him. So these are all different attraction and safety triggers that will make a woman feel safer, more attracted to you, to be able to have something with you.
Yeah, and especially pre-selection access to cool events or access to cool locations and social proof, they are the most important factors for when a woman decides whether she will respond to your DM on Instagram or not. I remember there was one podcast I've seen like a few years ago. So there was this assistant from Dan Bilzerian. He was talking in some video, some podcast. I can't recall it anymore. And he's like massively overweight. He's just disgustingly fat. And I don't know for whatever reason he is Dan's assistant or was Dan's assistant, but she got to hang out with him. And she got laid by the girls hanging around with Dan because he had access. He had the social proof that he has to have a reason to hang out with Dan Bilzerian. And of course, he was pre-selected by those girls. That's why other girls wanted him too. And despite the fact that he had all those things, he was a very cool and funny guy. So the way he talked, the way he was able to socialize with everyone, they had some B-roll of him showing off, socializing with different people. He was socially very smart, that guy, but he looked disgustingly fat, in my opinion, and he wasn't very big, right? So looks can be a factor, but this is something that a lot of guys worry about. Hey, I'm too short, I'm too fat, I'm too ugly. You can easily compensate those things by working on your Instagram and showing that you're like having pre-selection with other women, that you have access to cool venues, to cool locations, access to things that nobody else has access to, and of course the social proof with other people.
So that relates back to like, like Ken is not just looks. It's not just one thing. Combination of different comes that come with the package. What car he drives, what kind of people he knows, where he hangs out, what he's good at, what he's competent at, if he's able to make people laugh, if he's able to say something smart, right? So as a man, if you don't have one lever of attraction, you can rely on so many other levers. That's why women like men who are usually older than them, right? So women who like men who are the same age as them, it's mean like the guys are more often than not, they're good looking, right? That's why they make it there. I think who are nerdy, like teenagers that never get laid, right? They probably never get laid. But the teenagers who get laid or guys who are younger, they're well jacked, right? They're confident, that kind of thing, right? It's mostly looks. But in the later ages, I've seen the guys who are well women is like not only they can talk well, but they have their lives sorted. They have created a lifestyle around them that women feel kind of a FOMO to enter their life. So that's what a Ken is, in my opinion, in 2025. You bring women in your life, not the other way around. Even if you are a lawyer, even if you're a successful guy, right? You're doing yourself harm, not curating that lifestyle around you to be able to invite people to join you.
I have a friend, I'm 200% sure right now what she would say right now. And she is more on the liberal side of things. What she would say right now, yeah, but I don't want to have a very shallow woman. I don't want to like make her feel in love with all the things and all the money. She should know my personality. What would you tell this guy?
That's a very simple thing. Like, let's say I talk to this guy and then I ask her, do you have a sister? Imagine if he says yes. Okay. Okay, let's say his name is John. Okay, John, your sister has two choices, right? And you don't know too much about the guy. Like option one, you see a guy, like they probably work as lawyers, right?
Yeah.
Lawyer one is doing this, and then she tells you. Option two, you see the lawyer, he's he's in Dubai, he's traveling, he's meeting athletes, he's meeting famous people, right?
Yeah.
And then he has cool people in his
Yeah.
social life.
Yeah.
And you have only you can only judge basis of either social media or the words of your sister. Which guy you would send the girl to? The guy who could be struggling,
Yeah.
or the guy who is doing well in his life? Who would be a safer bet, John? Most 90% of the time, 99% of the time, he's gonna say, well, if the guy is loyal, if he's able to provide, I would tell my sister, well, he is not a player. We should go with her, with this guy. This is what you would tell to your sister, right? So choose a guy who is financially well off, financially stable. Then why would you say that a girl should not choose me when you will give your sister a different advice?